Blessings. I am in a new space today. Thank you so much for being here real time or on video. We're going to start with harmonizing because I'm in a new space. I'm a little bit extra spirally. We have computer technology things. I'm just setting up here. So let's start. Anyone new working with me in real time or recording, please make this as accessible. I just want to be the first thing highlighted for this practice. This is a time to follow the breath. It's okay, Maria. I see your chat. Welcome, dear. Use this as a time to follow the breath and inhabit any sensations that want to be heard in your body. Always modify. Because we have different constitutions, not everything I offer will always feel right. So this is your chance to listen to yourself and go, wow, let me back off, take a pause, and know that this posture or breath technique is in your toolkit for a time when you may need it or to offer to somebody else. You don't have to do it right now. Okay, so let's start in a comfortable seated position. Whether it's on a chair or with something underneath your hips to lift your hips higher than your knees. And we'll start with 3 ohms, ground down through the sit bones, lengthen through the crown. Take an inhale and exhale through the nose. Hands can meet in Anjali prayer at the heart center, connected at our heart intention. Om journey is the vibrational sound from the pelvic base up to the crown. Any prayer is welcome to harmonize. And I forgot to mute everybody so you can feel comfortable to express yourself. And everyone is muted. Sorry. Okay, perfect. So let's start with that prayer intention, honoring our own inner vibration. Remind yourself of anything you are grateful and thankful for. Let that fill you. Beautiful. So let the arms just hang out on the sides. You can take them back. You can take them forwards and then let them rest neutral on the side of the rib cage. Take the palms out, face up, big circle sweep. Inhale. Exhale down through center line where we were just doing that Om vibration. Inhale, reach and extend. Visualize the sun down through center line. One more here together. Inhale, reach and extend. Visualize a sunbeam and down through center, connecting to your inner sun. Take that right hand out to the side, press down through the left. Hand can be at hip, slide open from the left hip to the left ribs, maybe your arm behind the ear. Check in with the cervical spine, moving the neck slowly. Back through center. Inhale, root down through the right. Exhale, opposite direction. Check in with the cervical spine, maybe some rotations with the nose tip. Inhale, guide yourself neutral. One more time, side A. Slide out, press down, and find this oblique diagonal all the way from left hip out through left fingers. Inhale, neutral, fill the lungs. Exhale, side B. Always welcome audible exhales and then coming back to breath in and out through the nose. Let's take a fold forward. You can switch the legs if you're sitting on the floor with me, and you can just release the hands, take a gentle bow. Offer some humbleness to your practice, to whatever you are grateful for in this moment. And if I'm ever not doing the pose, it's just so that I can speak on this recording. Doesn't mean you have to be doing what I'm doing. So we can come back up to seated. Let's take those legs out in front of us, arms back behind us, support the spine lengthening. And let's do these wide windshield wipers, side to side. So we're going to drop right into the base of us. And in our yoga lineage, we work with the pelvic floor first. So feel where this longest bone, the femur, is rotating side to side in our pelvis. And just notice. Time these movements with your breath rhythms, please. Inhaling and exhaling. Lengthen the legs. I don't have my props today, but you can put any cushions, pillows, blankets underneath the knees, especially if they don't straighten. It's great to bring this earth element, I call the foundation earth, towards your body to support. We look in our healing yoga to find our own individual edge and then pause before passing and endure in that pause, in that blissful kind of state. So hands alongside of you, please. Press out through your toe mounds, and then let's talk about the spinal column. Pelvic floor, the area between the sit bones and the thighs, gently rising up towards your heart. So gentle contractions there to ground you. Navel towards the spine, and then flying up towards the heart. And then our chin down towards the heart. And notice how all three of those points meet to bridge at our heart, our balance. Inhale, press down through your sit bones and lengthen through the crown. So let's bend the legs, press down through the feet, tone the legs, arms out alongside of you. Hug your front body to your back body to lower yourself supportingly down to the earth. You can take a sigh, arms out to a T, take up some space, and then these wide windshield wipers again. Inhale, fill and expand the lungs. Exhale, rest and release to the earth. Our intention for class or practice is our low back and neck. And we're dropping into the foundation and low back area first. Find some stillness. Again, press down through the arches of, press down through the outer ridge of your foot and lift through the arches of your feet. Gently, isometrically pull the knees together. They don't move, really. It's just this like toning. And then they're in line with the hip point. And our arms can be in robot alongside of us, or just down to the earth, or on the body, reminding you to fill your lungs and your chest. So we'll do bridge movements with our breath here Tone the legs, the engagement's coming from the legs and the pelvic floor. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. And exhale. Go at your own rhythm, please. We're collecting and gathering our foundation for the rest of our form to just rise up upon. Coming from the feet, through the knees, through the pelvis, through the core. So extra slow lowering, be aware of the back body. Exhales, feel your heart lower, your low ribs, your low back, your sacrum. Inhale, rise up. Feel your heart, your low ribs, your low back, and your sacrum. Inhale to rise. Go at your own rhythm. Make this as slow and subtle as you can. Two more. There's no weight on the shoulders, neck, or head. They are, well, that's not true. They are just supporting themselves. We're not dumping any of this movement weight on them. The energy for the movement is coming from our legs and pelvis. Okay, tee out the arms, windshield wipers, knees side to side. So here's where, if you have that block or a prop, you can put it in between the thighs or the calves. It helps with gentle toning and engagement. I'm not going to use it because I don't have it today. We'll bring our knees up 90 degrees. And actually, let's just give ourselves a big hug. Positive affirmation. Thank you, body. I am grateful. I love you. Any positive affirmation? I am whole. I am strong. And then we'll take that block in between the calves and the thighs. Hands can be in cactus, which looks like this. And we'll take the knees using the legs and the pelvic floor and core over to the left. Take the right palm down, leave the left palm up. This has potential to be really wordy. Try not to get lost in the words. You'll go through your own rhythm and movement, and we'll switch it up. So you'll do both no matter what. Inhale, engage your legs center, and then switch the cactus arms. Left palm down, right palm up. Your head can look opposite knees. This is for neuromuscular rewriting between the pelvis and the shoulders. Inhale, back through center, and go with your own rhythm. Tap into those Ujjayi breaths here, the big inhales to expand the ribs. Feel the muscles spreading between the rib bones. Exhales, resting, settling. And the whole time we're collecting and gathering from our foundation of the legs and the pelvis and the navel. Come back to your first side, side A, where the legs maybe are left, and switch the palms. Now the right palm comes up and the left palm comes down. Just switch whatever you had going on. Inhale, same thing with the legs, and now the cactus arms are just reversed. And if you're doing the exact same thing, it really is fine. Try not to get lost in all of that stuff. If it feels good, you are doing good and you're listening to the body and the breath. Let's just do a few more. We're really spending a lot of time here because this gets both of our focal points of the low back as well as the shoulders and neck. So that's pretty cool. Okay, and on your side A, I'm a little giggly. I'm not sure why. Sorry, everyone. And then we're gonna take our legs up to L pose. If you have free wall space, you can come to legs up the wall. If you have props, you can put them under the low back. And if you are having low back sensations, a few of us checked in about that. So please listen to your body. And I would recommend putting things under the low back for support. Or legs up the wall. And I'm going to show that in case anyone's new. So here's a wall space and I'm just going to windmill my legs up. And this is a closet, so it's a little loud. Remember, for people who've been working with me, I used to use a closet for like 6 months. It was great. Okay, so I'm going to show not on that for the video. Let's inhale, point the toes, exhale, toes towards you. You can do your Bhastrika breaths if you're looking for more of a warming sensation, the forceful bellows, or you can do those ujjayis. Feeling the wave of the breath riding up and down your spine. And then you'll switch to a version of the feet. The toes go out from the ankle and the toes prayer in. We do this a lot, so you might know this already. Inhales and exhales. And then from the ankles still only, circles. Inhales away, exhales towards. Other way, circles. Please check in with your low back. Always lower the legs if there's any pain sensation or anything that's just too intense feeling. And then we'll do knee pumps, bringing your feet to the glutes as comfortable as you'd like. You can go all the way or just part way. I'm working on strengthening my joint capsules, so I'm not going all the way. Inhales and exhales. So we're visualizing and feeling the lymph and the fluids draining from the toes, the ankles, now the knees towards the lymph nodes at the inguinal pelvic line. And now I'm going to switch. We'll do these waves with the legs. They V out and open, and then they close. Awesome. You're doing great, everybody. Time these with your breath. For the low back, I would like you to tone the navel down to the spine and then let it fly up to the heart. Take your knees into your heart, big exhale. Take your left knee in, extend the right knee. Oh, sorry everybody. I moved the whole space. Oh my gosh, I wish I was like not chaotic sometimes, but for you guys, for your sake, I'm sorry about that. Thanks for sticking with me. We went upside down for a minute. Okay, hey, that's a yoga thing, so it's normal. Okay, so we're hugging our left knee in. Apologies, Left knee over to the right. I'm so blessed that you all stick around for this journey. So horse breath is a great way to reset the nervous system, to rest and digest, metabolize things that have not been processed. Inhale, collect and gather through center. Again, a big hug in. Right knee in, extend the left or whatever the opposite is for you. Exhale. Space in the low back, and then knee crosses the body. Horse breath. Inhale through center. Okay, we're gonna come onto all fours. So rock and roll or fetal position to the side and comfortably get yourself on up. So I'd like for you to keep weight light on the hands so you can cushion. I'm gonna show my mat, I'm rolling it to support my knees more. And you can put blankets or pillows. And then I'm curling my toes to support my knees. And if you need, you can, if it feels okay, you can press tops of the feet down and lift off the hands so that you're using the leg and pelvis and core energy, and we're not dumping weight in our arm bones. So just rocking the pelvis, curling the low back on the inhales. Exhales, flattening the low back. Try to start with just our pelvic movement from our root. And then let this ride the spine. So what we mean by that is on the inhales, curling the low back, the shoulder blades meet, the heart sinks. Exhale, round from the tailbone through the whole spine. Let the shoulder blades spread. Let the head go. Okay, a few more time. I'm being loud with the breath, just as a reminder, you do not have to sound like that ever. And if it's comfortable, let's take a bowing posture where we'll do child's pose or a melting heart pose. You can keep your hips up, especially if your hips are tight, and then begin to lower the forehead. Or you can elevate or lower using your pelvic engagements with the pelvis towards the heels. So either one of those, let's try 3 breaths there. Inhale to expand. Exhale to release. And then gather yourself back to a tabletop. If it's comfortable, we're going to try a twist here. So we'll take our right arm up from your low belly, your pelvic floor, to your heart. Open up to the right, like you're hugging the space out to the right. And then exhale, thread your right arm underneath the left. Look towards your knees and come to the right side of your head. Inhale, you can collect and gather back up through center. Remember to always linger wherever you might want to. You can open up back to the right, take a stretch and a hug to the right, and then back to all fours. And make sure you can lift off the hands if that's available, so that you're not dumping weight here. Left arm flies up, low belly to the heart, open left. Inhale, exhale, thread left arm under the right. Come to the left side head, look back towards your knee. Inhale, begin to come upright. Send the legs forward. Let's take another seated position before we stand. So make sure you cushion the sit bones. You can lift them higher than the knees. You can sit in a chair. Find comfortable seated things. We're going to work upper. So we've been really focusing on foundation, and we're going to just develop that. So palms out. Inhale, circle, sweep, extend up to the sun, down through center. Tee out the arms, palms down. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Feel the shoulder blades depress down towards the glute. Feel the back of your neck lengthening by drawing your chin towards your beautiful heart. And then curl the fingertips back towards you. Elbows press down towards the hip point. And then look to the side that you have more pain on, typically. Look to that side. And you'll feel a stretching through the opposite side, which is the less pain side. That's a lot of stuff, so if that it kind of confused me, so just let all that go. If it was confusing, we'll do both sides, don't worry. And you're feeling a nice stretch through the arm, and then we'll come on back to center, and you can keep kind of pulsing the elbows and look the opposite way. You can play with the eyes. You can look right and exhale. Moving just the eyes, look left, big exhale. Release the arms, neutral, let them hang out. See if you can just let them go. Clamp the right arm back behind you. We like this little left arm clamp. Or for those who are interested in sitting on the hand, they can take a sit bone to the hand. Let's begin to rotate the crown of our head away from the clamped arm, so towards the left, and you're getting this lengthening from the head of your arm bone up through the collarbone, side neck. With just the eyes, look towards the left, big exhale. With just the eyes, look right. Big exhale. Play with the nose tip so you can rotate down. You can rotate up. So you're looking for your edge and then pausing. And we'll all have differences. Within ourselves, we'll have differences each moment, right? We do different things, we sleep differently, we eat differently, all of the fun things we get to play and do in our routines. So just know that you can be open to different movements each time you do this work. And let's come back to center. One more idea here, if you're feeling it. The left palm comes towards underneath the right collarbone, and you'll gently take this tissue here. It's kind of bony, right? We have our ribs underneath there, and you'll want to engage the tissue and kind of glide down, and you're opening this area as you're still pulling the head towards the left and the right arm to the low back. One more time, look to the left, big exhale. Look to the right, big exhale. All right, we're gonna come neutral if you haven't already. Let the arm bones hang out to the side. Circle sweep the arms up, come from your pelvic floor roots. Visualize the sun meeting you down through center. Let's do the other side and then we'll come standing. So thanks for being patient with me through all of this kind of more subtle work. Let's take our left arm back behind us and we'll clamp it with the right. Direct your head towards the right. Looking for this diagonal line from the collarbone, the head of your arm bone, the humerus. With just the eyes, look to the left, big exhale. With just the eyes, look right, big exhale. Maybe you're playing with the rotations of the nose to find your own sensation. Allow the breath to fill any of the tightnesses with freedom, with light. And if you liked the hand towards the tissue underneath the clavicle or collarbone, you can bring your right palm to that area and you'll feel yourself kind of engage this thin layer of tissue and muscle there and try to pull it down real subtly. This is all subtle work. You're using like 10% of your energy. It's not full strength energy. And we're still opening head to the right with the eyes, look to the left, big exhale. With the eyes, look to the right, big exhale. Back through center, slowly, subtly. Just see if any of that did anything for the chest, neck, and head. We're gonna come on up now. So you know I like to work, I put my hands back behind me. I'm gonna get my feet out in front of me and work on a squat. However, you can mindfully come on up. Let's stand up to rise. And we'll have our feet underneath our hips. I can't remember. Oh no, it was my other group class. Okay, so let's do this because it's just super fun and I am so giggly still. I don't know what's going on. So this is a fun pose one of my teachers, meditation teachers taught me, and it's great for the mouth. We're doing this focus of the neck, the throat, really subtle, important area of us that we want to protect and love, so that we're going to hop around like a horse and make a noise with our tongue on the top of our mouth. Yogically, this is a really important area because it's where our head meets our neck. And that's where we're allowing the breath in our ujjayis to slow down. Like, I'll come closer. So I'm gently contracting the upper throat where it meets my palate. And then that's the ujjayi. What we're going to do now is and it kind of stimulates that same area. So you may take your little like horse reins out if that feels right, and we'll hop around with that noise. You can go faster. And then you can switch circle directions here. And you'll just do that as long as feels good, maybe giggle, and then come back to center. The feet underneath the hips, lift up through the beautiful arches of your feet. Take that lift through the knees, through all sides of the thighs. This is it is the biggest muscles on us, our glutes and our legs. So we really want to warm those up. A block, we've been doing it the whole time, but a block in between the thighs really helps. And then thumbs out to the side. Feel how that gently lifts the heart and the collarbones up to the sun. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up to the sun and visualize it down through center. Inhale, tee the arms, palms up, shoulder blades together. Let the shoulder blades depress. V up the arms, and if there's any tightness, just stay in a T or a cactus. So trying this V formation, plug the head of your arm bone into the shoulder capsule, into the shoulder blade, and take it down towards the glutes. And then H the arms along the ears. Inhale. Think of those alignments in the spinal column, the pelvic floor, navel, and the throat towards the heart. And then we'll H the arms, elbows in line with the shoulder blades. And you'll notice I just go through these kind of adjustments. This is normal for me. Feel free to just keep shaking and unwinding to try to just find what feels right. And then palms press down energy. Feel that energy current, internal rotation. Inhale. Exhale, let it all go. And then coat hanger the arms. Awesome. Let's do some more fun brain movement stuff. I crack myself up because the words, I don't know how I guide people. Like okay. So the words, they're just funny that come out of my mouth sometimes. And then so blessed you're here. H up the arms. This is great for both sides of the brain. And then we'll take our left arm forward, our right arm back. And you can kind of bend the knees. And it's like this, I'm going to take off kind of feeling. And it's great for the arm bones for some fluidity throughout the whole body. Connect from the feet to the hands to the crown of your head. And get back to H and switch. So now left arm forward, right arm back. And you know, this may not be available. It may feel like I can't do it. That's okay. Try it out. Some days my arms are like fighting me. It's my brain more, I think. And then come down through center. Mountain. Thumbs out. Pelvic floor rising. Navel towards the spine rising. Chin towards the heart. Let's take our left foot forward. Guide your right leg back, warrior one. I'm going to show from the side. Woo! Not stable. Don't do what I do and find your stability through your feet. Ground down through the toe mound, the toes, the outer ridge of your foot, and the heels of both feet. Cactus the arms. Feel your heart subtly lift. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Cactus, sweep the arms down the back body. Gather the back leg to meet the front leg. Come to the top of your space. Other side. Fly the left leg back and then suction cup down. Pelvic floor, navel support, maybe arms to cactus. Feel your heart lifting up, spreading the skin on the front abdomen and chest. And then cactus, sweep the arms down. Gather the back leg energy. Bend, keep like fluidity in the front leg and collect and gather up to the top. Circle, sweep up. Let's take a big fold here together. Take the knees and feet as wide as you want. Big swan dive or circle all the way down. Bend the knees. So you want your legs to be bent as much as you can so that your low belly can be supported, so that you can release the whole spine from the tailbone through the upper back and shoulders, through the head and neck. And we talked about an extra long Shavasana. And we all know that I can just get carried away and talk. So I'm going to start to get towards that part of our time. So let's, from our fold, collect and gather the leg energy. Bring your hands to your hips so that you can collect the pelvic floor consciously. Lengthen through the crown and come up to Tadasana, mountain. Palms out, inhale, reach and extend. Mimic the sun ray down through center. Awesome. Shake it out, walk it out, whatever feels like you want to do. We're going to go to Shavasana now. So if there's a pose that you're dying for, please do that. You can do legs up the wall. We showed that. We have hammocks sometimes. I love that. We have seated postures sometimes. And then for anyone new joining us, or maybe this is your first yoga experience, so blessed to be with you. You'll just extend all the limbs. And if that's pain, bring the knees bent and you'll feel the low back flatten, supported by the earth. And you can even bring the knees in and the feet wide, this little triangle base. You're making a little teepee. I am so excited about that. Okay. So, Shavasana, legs bent, legs up a wall. Find your way. I'm going to start to cue to the breath and some inward sensations. Just like we've been working on the whole time, it's just been a little more chaotic when we do the movements and all that stuff. Now we're going to let ourselves be still and still reflect inward. In yoga, this is pratyahara, directing your senses inward. So let's start by maybe hearing faraway noises, maybe in the room you're in. And let your consciousness, your awareness jump to other noises, maybe the birds outside, the wind, the next neighbor over, or wherever you are, the next field over. Just slowly letting your consciousness hop like a little bunny. Visuals are welcome if you're visualizing anything, colors, shapes, images, hearing the sounds far away. Just observing. And then keep hopping that awareness closer and closer towards you now. So from the far away noises, you're observing in the room you're in again, just right around you. And then observing inward, the breath, expanding and rising, releasing and settling. Those senses now are directed inward to your sensations. Let's do a few vibration breaths and also tune me out if you want silence. I'm going to go there in a minute. But you can mute or tune me out at any time. If you feel a tight sensation in the body, try to let it go with our vibrational Bhramari breath, sounding like the exhales humming. And you'll get subtler and softer and shorter with your humming if it feels good. And just slowly come to some silence, or maybe you just want to hum for a few minutes. It's all perfect. Please rest in the beautiful space inward. I'm inviting in, if you have more time to offer a reflection meditation practice, please tune me out and remain and close out class just where you are. For the purposes of ending this recording and this space to communally, I'm going to close it out here. So you're welcome to gently bring in some movement and come to seated position. And we've been working on silent prayer. So our mind's eye awareness, and yeah, I'm working on, talking clearly. And hands can come to the heart center. Let's remind ourselves of anything we are grateful and thankful for. 3 breath rhythms with this gratitude. And then a mudra to bring the 5th digit together, the elbow together, offer it up to whatever you are grateful for. Namaste, blessings. Thank you so much for being here real time or following. Our community is growing and we have been here doing this for over a year. I am just so thrilled we've connected in this way. Take care.